You're staring into living engineering, layered skin, braided muscle, pressurized vessels. So picture this, a body part is gone, yet instead of surrendering to a scar, the organism spins up. First comes the escape hack. Drop the tail, let it thrash like a distraction grenade, and buy a heartbeat of time that means survival. Because the tail is built with breakpoints, and the moment it releases, the body clamps down, seals the system, and prepares to rebuild. Step 1 is ruthless efficiency. Seal the breach fast, lock out infection, and create the protected stage where regeneration can begin. Then the real switch flips as a specialized wound epithelium forms like a command tent. Old debris is cleared, pathways are carved, and the tissue makes room for a fresh blueprint to take shape. And here comes the star of the story, the blastema, a build crew of dividing cells that can become... It's not one miracle cell, it's a coordinated crowd, each group poised for a specific job. A guiding core pushes forward, and from that central structure pulses the information that organizes the chaos into anatomy. Signals ripple outward like invisible ink, marking boundaries, timing growth, and deciding what becomes structure and what becomes motion. Instead of rebuilding bone vertebra by vertebra, the gecko lizard chooses speed and stability, laying down a Here's the twist that hooks scientists. The replacement works, but it isn't a perfect copy, because regeneration is a reaction. You can often spot the rebuild by its signature, different scales, different pattern, like the body's honest stamp. First, the supply lines move in, because nothing grows without fuel, and regeneration is an energy-hungry project. Then nerves reach forward like cables being relayed, restoring control and sensation one connection at a time. Muscle follows the scaffold, wrapping it with power, turning structure into movement, and movement back into survival. Week by week, compressed into seconds, the stump becomes a tail again, and the viewer realizes regeneration is not a moment, it's a pipeline. But this rebuild costs dearly, pulling from energy reserves, shifting behavior, and proving that every superpower has a bill to pay. Even when it grows back, performance can change because the internal architecture is different and function always follows structure. Now compare us. Humans default to fast patching, scar tissue, while the lizard keeps the door open for rebuilding. A scar is a quick seal, but it's not the original design, and it blocks the kind of organized regrowth you're watching here. In regeneration, immune cells don't just fight, they choreograph the cleanup, suppressing chaos so rebuilding can proceed. Key builder cells can be redirected away from scarring and towards creating fresh cartilage, which is why this system fascinates medicine. Modern tools let scientists watch regeneration cell by cell, tracking who arrives, who signals, and who actually builds the scaffold. Flip the wrong pathway off and the scaffold collapses, which means regeneration is not a wish, it's a controlled program. And in experiments, borrowing the right immune signals can even nudge normally non-regrowing tissue towards cartilage repair. Across evolution, perfect regeneration becomes rare as complexity rises and the rebuild button gets harder to press. Because it isn't one gene, it's an orchestra of switches, wound control, growth signals, patterning cues, and braking systems. The regrown tail is a clever compromise, flexible enough to work, simple enough to build fast, and strong enough to matter. Look closely, and it's breathtaking. Efficient architecture that restores function without recreating every original detail. Scientists study these tails not to copy a lizard, but to steal the rules of regeneration and translate them into human repair. Because if we can learn how cartilage grows back here, we might finally repair the cartilage adult humans struggle to restore. Seal, signal, build, connect. This is nature's pipeline, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. And in the end, the animal walks away with a working replacement, carrying proof that complex tissue can be rebuilt in an adult vertebrate. So here's the question that should haunt you. What would it take for our bodies to choose rebuilding over scarring? Because the secret isn't a miracle, it's a set of switches, and switches can be learned, tuned. Next, we go deeper into the blastema, what it really is, why lizards regenerate imperfectly, and what that means for the future of human healing.